Long time ago, huh?
It had everything in it.
Hello. How is everybody today? Hopefully you guys can hear me, see me. Let me know if there's anything, any issues with the screen.
One of our best games.
But, other than that, how is everyone today?
Oh, it's hit the post.
How are
This
things?
clearance from John, a beautiful moment. I actually thought it was in at the time.
11 millimeters.
Hello.
This is football, isn't it? What can you do?
Important game, this one.
Assuming
Because we were like
things are
7 or 8 points behind them.
okay.
And for Salah,
Content.
chance.
Good finish.
Appreciate the comments.
I think in this game, small margins make the difference. Yeah, I remember the fantastic goal we're probably going to see from Salah.
Yeah,
Salah.
smashing.
Very poor
Really good
defending
victory
from
yesterday.
He's done
Oh,
it
nice
again.
five to you. Although I did say
Yeah, what a goal. You know,
How would it?
send them all different ways.
I was also pleased
He did
with
it
the
before,
result,
so it's
but
not-
less
it's
so
not
by
luck.
the performance. I think there were
It's a
times in the
great
game
goal.
that
It's been a
PSG
hell of
suffered
a
a bit.
rivalry. Overriding emotions.
What are my
watching that back
predictions
Well,
for
I
this
think,
game?
you know, I think the games against
Alright,
each other
well,
have always been very intense.
Given that I don't really have any
They've been
skin in
very
the
good
game
results
particularly,
against them. They've been
I
bad
guess,
results
and
against
also
them.
for Spurs' sake, I guess I want to draw.
I think the footballing
So
rivalry
both teams,
is-
drop
is
points and that,
definitely there.
Spurs can go win,
It's good for
and
the neutral.
at
Two teams
least,
that-
if not
that
go
wants
top,
to win,
then
that
be
wants
just
to
second from
attack, that
Arsenal
want
if
to
they
play.
go on to win.
Two very different styles.
So,
a bit
yeah,
more
I
in
guess I want to
possession.
draw.
Man City,
What do you think the score is
a
going to
bit
be?
more quicker in the way they attack.
I'll say
and in all
2-2.
their
Cheeky 2-2.
process, Liverpool. But yeah, very
I think
tight
I
games
think that's going to be a fair
over
result.
the last years. But I think very entertaining games to watch.
I want to see what
games are
else
always a bit
everybody else is. So I
Especially
put the
because you play
poll
against,
in.
this case, obviously the champions.
53% think that,
They have been champions for many years, but you know, it will
or
be
52%
a good
think
challenge
that
again.
City's
Most
going to
of the
win.
times
40%
over
think
the last
Liverpool's
6-7
going to win,
seasons
and 8%
since I
think it's
joined
going
Man
to be a draw.
City, we fought with them
Many people think it's
to
going to be
win
a
the
draw,
Premier
but
League, of course.
alright, fair enough.
When the gap between both
think
teams,
both teams are
is
in your
very
pretty
short,
Decent
and you're
form.
fighting with them to win the title, it's
Yeah.
always
Who are
different.
you rooting
I've
for?
played
I guess
in
nobody really.
Real derbies or, you know, Merseyside derby. I
Yeah.
played in Scotland with the Old
No, I don't
Firm.
have any skin in the game, so
Those type of games are also very
what I want is a
mentally,
draw. So if
there's a lot going on
there's a
as
draw,
well, but this one is
I guess I'm the happiest.
very much physically.
So if anything, this is probably the
and-
closest thing I'll get to being in neutral here.
full focus and
I think it's
don't make
4-1.
mistakes, but
Nah,
play free
come
as well.
on.
And
4-1. I think that's a bit excessive.
something you should have. Every
I don't think you can have like
especially
a
this
team actually completely
It
kill
will be
the other
special
team.
because the Premier League is so tight.
Yeah, I think a
at the
draw.
moment. And
And
we're not going to lie and say that
or the other teams want to draw.
it's
I
a
don't
normal
know.
game. It's a very special game because
You
it's
think
a
we'll
game
score in this
between
game?
two contenders.
I think your
They have been
usuals, your
such
Haaland's probably going to
key
get one.
fixtures when
Salah's
City have
probably gonna
taken
get
on
one.
Liverpool. And in this era of Guardiola
like
and
the
Klopp, it's
midfielders.
City 5 wins, Liverpool 4. But look at the bottom
your
category
content.
here. Home wins 8 and just
way, big
one
PSG
away
fan.
win.
Awesome.
Whatever the form of these two teams
we're
go
not
into this
many
fixture,
ever in the
Jamie, it
English-speaking
remains
world.
so difficult
It's
for
good
the
to
away
see,
side to come through.
fellow Parisien.
It is, because we're talking about two of the best teams in world football, certainly over the
Yeah.
last sort of 3 or 4 years. And And for me, this game is one of the great rivalries, not just in the Premier League era, but probably in English history. If you go back, we're still talking about Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, those days of Manchester United and Arsenal. And I think in years to come, when these two managers have moved on, we'll be looking back at these games. And that is a testament to both managers, both sets of players, that they've given us such joy and such great football.
The atmosphere is building in here. The players have gone inside.
I think a draw.
And the top two will be facing off in just a moment.
I don't know if the other teams would necessarily go and take a draw, but
the power game. The Kings and those who would dethrone them. A reunion of old friends.
Why did you choose to support Tottenham Hotspur as your favorite Premier League club? Well, it's multiple factors. One of them was that when I moved here, I went to live with my aunt and uncle, and they lived in Walthamstow. And if any of you guys are aware of, London's geography, they know that Walthamstow is in North London, and so closest big team is Spurs. That being said, where I lived in Walthamstow is right next to Hale End, which is where Arsenal have their academy.
By Bet365.
So, yeah. But then there's also other reasons was that
you have to buy it.
So I
because there's no other option.
Spurs in 2018.
Or we choose refurbished because high quality, more affordable, more sustainable devices aren't yet to come.
In 2018, I was in Vancouver and I had a bunch, there were a bunch of Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans around me and whatnot, and they just pissed me off. Right? So almost out of spite as well. I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm gonna support Spurs. Nobody can call me a bandwagon. This, that, and the other. And here we are today.
He knows more than the gaffer.
It's about time we got some decent players.
It's not
having a good keeper. We're gonna miss the game.
Whatever it's about for you, Sky Bet Super Week prize drops are happening daily with tech prizes, £70,000 cash, and exclusive EFL experiences to be won. Sky Bet, that's betting better.
That answer your question?
200 miles per hour. 300 sensors.
Yeah, the next game is the third on the next Sunday,
to the AWS
Spurs or Man City Spurs.
So machine learning can react in real time to keep millions of fans on the edge of their seats.
Are you good at football in your life?
Do this for F1
imagine
what it can
do
for your business.
I'm not terrible.
Anyway, cutbacks, initial thoughts, downsizing. I could make do with this office here, I suppose, but that big space downstairs is a bit overindulgent nowadays, isn't it?
By downstairs, do you mean closing the actual branch?
Did you do a vid where you go to a PSG
nationwide,
game,
we're
please?
not
Well, the thing is, though, so I went to the.
Isn't that my ex-wife?
I went to the
banks,
PSG Dortmund game live in Paris, the first Champions League match game. And I do have stuff recorded for that. It's just first, number one, I don't know if that is content that people on the channel would want to see. One, two.
Every jump that raises the bar.
It's just it'd take a while to edit, and I've got other responsibilities and other videos I need to edit as well.
Every finish line that turns into a starting line.
So. I mean,
every charge
I've got the footage and everything is there, so I guess I could do so. And speaking of which, editing, it brings me on to the point where I guess now I've thought about it.
Some good news. In thousands of blind taste tests, hundreds of Asda products proved as tasty or tastier than M&S.
For example, a situation like this where I'm live streaming
M&S tasted as the price, right?
Watch along for a game. I'd want to. So what I used to do is I'd go and I'd cut out whenever. There's, goals or whatnot, whatever it may be.
New Neon Night Edition.
And from this, I'd
razor unlike any other.
And then
with a unique
make the highlights
bar
of it, post that onto YouTube. And from those highlights as well, be able to take shorts. So I'd like, if you're an editor, you know somebody who edits, I'd like somebody to help
enjoy
stuff like that.
Effortless shaving and exfoliation in one stroke.
Put your best face I'll post like a more formal
with new Gillette Labs Neon Night Edition
later today.
The ultimate shave or your money back.
But if you have editing capabilities, give me a shout.
Order now for half time.
Erling Haaland is playing. All the rumors are fake. I haven't even had a look at the lineup yet.
Let's see.
Have you heard the news?
We've been bought by an oil baron. We're rich.
Loads of money.
Oil money. Loads of money. Transfer money. The title is back.
Well, they've changed their tune. And here's one for you. Get a completely free bet builder on Man City v Liverpool this Saturday. Football, you've got to love it. Paddy Power.
And Haaland.
What do we do?
And then for Liverpool, we've got Jota, Núñez, Salah, Jones, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Matip, and Trent, and Alisson Goal.
Sponsored by
So
Bet365.
both teams, I think it's fair to say, that are at full strength.
The bear hug from Jurgen Klopp. You must be popular with him, Daniel. But what will he be like right now in these moments just before the teams emerge?
Motivating the players, giving those last-minute tactical things that he wants to get them to do on the pitch. And he'll be giving them a big speech that any given Sunday type of speech, but it's any given Saturday. So, you know, it's going to be a great game today. Excited.
The thing is, though, with that
it's
PSG,
a special
like,
Saturday. It's a super
match
Saturday.
day vlog, if I dare call it. It's like, it's not edited, so I just have like a bunch of raw footage. It was filmed like in September, late September. So
every day we power up
2
the
months
odds
ago
on
now.
hundreds of bets with Bet Boost. We give you the option to increase your winnings.
I have to edit the video, upload it, and it's not
just
even
when you think you
sure
can't
that
get better odds, we unleash.
The thing is too, though, if I upload it now, it's like a while since that game.
Check out our boosts and find out why.
I don't know if it would be a.
It's never ordinary. At Bet365,
so to speak. Who's my favorite player? If we're talking about all time,
Sky Sports coverage of the Premier League.
I'd probably have to say
FC 24.
Messi. No, okay, all-time Messi. But currently,
we are watching the top two as the Premier League resumes. But who will end the weekend at the top of the Premier League? We know that away wins are a rarity in this fixture, but there is a chance to do real damage against your rival here, isn't there, Daniel?
For sure, you know, there's a great opportunity for the team. I actually fancy a draw today. I think I fancy Darwin to score a goal for some reason, but it's going to be a fantastic game to watch, and everyone's excited for it.
City reminding us just how impressive they've been over the last few years. 3 trophies last season to add to their growing collection, Maker. The hunger is there, the thirst is there. Are they ready for this challenge against Liverpool 2.0?
4 minutes or so.
I think it's going to be an epic game.
You got me okay.
You got to give credit to Liverpool, how they've done over the last seasons, but Man
the
City have just
53% say City, 39% say
ahead
Liverpool,
of Liverpool
and
in recent seasons. They'll be up for the game. They always are for the game. The atmosphere is absolutely electric, and I just want to see a great game. I want to see a great game of football. 2 wonderful teams going head to head. Hopefully we get loads of goals, and I can't wait for it, Dave.
Belly goal.
Jurgen Klopp himself said he would watch this game anywhere on the planet. You can understand why, Jamie.
100%. The whole world will be watching this game right now, and rightly so. We're looking at 2 of the best teams in world football. Unbelievable rivalry that we'll be talking about in years to come, and hopefully this game lives up to all expectations.
All right,
sit back, soak it up, and enjoy it all in the company of Gary Neville and Peter Drury. David, thank you. And so it is that we hurtle full tilt into the guts of English football's deep midwinter in the very classiest company. The wind is from the north, the mercury plummets, the weak sunshine is mere deceit, and the
if I were to do something like that, I'd have to do that like
into the hard yard
in like January or like during the break. Doesn't make much sense
perfect
now.
At home all year, re-embraces almost all of his international talent. Actually, this time, Ederson never went away, but the injured foot which kept him from Brazil's squad is fine now. Nathan Ake, uninvolved with the Netherlands, returns on the left side of defence in place of 𝘧𝘃𝑗𝑎𝑎𝑎𝑎𝑎𝑙. Nobody played more international football this past fortnight than Manuel Akanji. Every minute
if I had to put anything to win, I'd probably put City because they're playing at home as well.
He did supplement Rodri
I think going in to say that,
Grealish has reported on well,
the other team,
so the creative department is precisely as it began at Stamford Bridge. Argentine Julian Álvarez swaps one partnership with Lionel Messi for another with Erling Haaland, who, after a mini scare with Norway, is ready now within a goal of the fastest 50
I said this
in Premier
yesterday. I
League
was on
history. And amongst those on the bench, of course, England's newest cap, 𝘂𝙀𝘼𝙈𝙾𝙆, who turned 19 on
I said
Tuesday.
that honestly with Mbappe. I mean, at this point, I don't really care. I mean, okay, I do. Obviously, I want him to stay.
Klopp's only league win here was hard off the back of a November international break 8 years ago. He did have a big hug ready and waiting for Alisson after Brazil's fraught fortnight.
If he goes and signs a new contract,
albeit still without Andy Robertson, the Liverpool squad is in pretty good shape now. 𝘂𝙗𝙗, the deputy left back, was a notable contributor against Brentford last time out. That was a match for which Alexis McAllister was suspended. He floats back in now off that Argentine triumph in Rio, and Curtis Jones plays his first league game since he was sent off at Spurs in September. Mo Salah and Darwin Núñez scored between them no fewer than 7 international goals this last week or so. Jota plays, so Luis Diaz doesn't to start with. Endo and Gakpo are the two to drop out of the last 11.
We're back. Gary. Be streaming today, and then there's obviously the massive,
an absolutely brilliant game to look forward to. The best two managers in this league for the last 6 or 7 years, both of them wonderful.
Probably the biggest game of the season so far in the Premier League, right?
Successful in all his countries. And Jurgen Klopp's rebuilt Liverpool's midfield, and Szoboszlai has got 3 roles today. The first one is to go forward, which you can see there he does really well. Jurgen Klopp's going to ask him to get over and support Trent Alexander-Arnold against Doku, but he's also going to have to look after and not forget his own role against that man there, Bernardo Silva, who is Manchester City's most wonderful midfield player. Someone who can control the game, who will make those runs if Szoboszlai gets taken out wide into that inside left channel and cause real problems for Pep Guardiola's men.
Editing work done and whatnot.
Well, the managers have been the 2 principal characters whose storylines seem to be forever intertwined. Each has been the other's most frequent opponent, the other's most frequent conqueror. There must be times when each wishes the other wasn't there, but for the rest of us, it remains an enduringly compelling relationship.
Your audio is louder than chatting.
Liverpool haven't won on this ground since seemingly forever. City have only won on this ground since last New Year's Eve. Whoever wins today will be top of the Premier League. A month out from Christmas, let's get the party started. And here is Salah for Liverpool.
I don't think I've got the audio going to...
Cut out by Walker. And an early touch for...
Oh, I did. There you go. Okay, I think I've done it now. I didn't even realize that the audio from the matches is louder than your voice. Okay, now I've turned that down. I probably should turn that off because I don't want to get copyright claimed or anything. But I think we should be okay now. I've turned it off, so there shouldn't be any issues with it now. Right. All right, early pressure here from Liverpool. Score prediction, I think 2-2. I'll take a cheeky 2-2. No football audio. I can't play the football audio during the game, otherwise I'll get slapped with a DMCA copyright claim. So unfortunately, it's gonna just have to be my audio and the music for the time being. Hopefully I won't be flagged for that I already played. Hopefully not. I don't think I will because it's only the audio that was playing, and it was for the commentary. So people upload like the commentary after the games all the time, and I don't see many people get flagged. But I mean, worst case scenario, I guess I'll just have to go and trim off the beginning of the VOD. But yeah, what do you think about Zaire Emery? Well, obviously his injuries unfortunate. But I think he has the potential of being, you know, one of the great midfielders of our generation. Bonjour, 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 hello, hello. How are you doing? Hi, Bayern Munich are better than PSG. Yeah, currently they definitely are. I'd say. I think that's fair. Come to think of it, I haven't really watched any. I don't think I've really watched many Liverpool games this season. I think the only one I've watched was when they played Spurs. Other than that, I haven't watched them at all. What's this? Hold on a second. Junior, if Núñez scores today, you'll have to dance wearing a Real Madrid jersey. Well, first of all, why? I haven't said anything like negative about Real Madrid or Liverpool or anything. That's one. Two, I can't do so. I don't have a Real Madrid jersey. And three, what is the connection between Darwin Núñez and Real Madrid? But yeah. Good morning. I'm in America. It must be early. What time is it? So, depending on obviously where you are. If you're on the East Coast, it's what, like 7. If you're in, you know, Central Time, it's 6. And then if you're on the West Coast, that's 5. Oh my, that is brutal, mate. Doku. Ooh, teasing cross, tantalizingly close. $6:35. So you're watching it from what, like Central Time, so like Chicago time zone time. If Arsenal, I don't have an Arsenal kit. Like, hey, I'm not like, you know, surely. Hopefully, you know, we collect kits, you know, slowly but surely. But I'm not some like absolute kit connoisseur here who has every single kit in the book. It's 5:30 a.m. where I'm watching. That's tough. Are you a Liverpool or a City fan? Because, I mean, unless you just want to watch it because it's a big game, I probably wouldn't do that. I'll just go and watch them. I just watched the replay afterwards. What's here? Because Real Madrid smacked Liverpool and smacked Madrid and also smacked PSG. So you might have later hatred towards Madrid. I mean, I don't like Madrid. I definitely don't like Madrid. But I'm like the fact that they smacked Liverpool, I don't care. I'm not a Liverpool fan. And I don't like Madrid. But although I respect the institution, but I really don't like them. But and smacked, I think, is a bit of a stretch, at least for the PSG one. I mean, they won what back when they was what was it? Yeah, the 2021, the remontada. They won by 1 goal, right? So it wasn't like it was like 7-3 on aggregate or something like that. What do you think about Neymar? What aspect of Neymar? It has a very very broad question. You just want to watch, but I see that's an Arsenal crash. So you don't have necessarily any skin in the game. I guess perhaps. Oh no, Haaland's not through here. Oh, well done to keep it in. All right, Taquito. Walker, nope, too far. No, I can't keep it in. Oh, do I like Neymar? Listen, you know, I think I'm probably not the first to say it, but you know how everybody, they say that how you know, when you were young, everybody's favorite player was Messi or Ronaldo, but the player that everybody wanted to be was Neymar. I think there's truth to that. I think there is truth to that. Like Neymar, like I'll say from like late 2014 to 2019, Neymar was that guy. Neymar was him. He cooked. So, yeah. Hold on a sec. What's this? Your hate against Cristiano is unreal. Why did you say that he didn't deserve the 2023 and 16 ball? I didn't say he didn't deserve the 20. I didn't say he didn't deserve them. I said that he didn't. Well yeah. I for the Ballon d'Or, the only thing I mentioned with Cristiano in the Ballon d'Or is how some people thought that think that he deserved to be in the top 30 nominee list for the award. That's what I like. I understand how you could go and say that he deserved to be in the list. Messi flopped at PSG. I mean, okay, what depends how you're defining a flop. If you're going and saying by if you're saying that he didn't help PSG win the Champions League, then yes. And if you're going by Messi's very high standards of what he said at Barcelona, then yeah, I think you could make a case for it. But if you look at what he did, even in his first season, he still got double digits in goals and assists, which for any other player, you'd say that's pretty good. In his second season, had some of the most goal contributions in all of Europe. Right, still scored. Now, I will say that I'm not going to go and say that he was, like, you know, like back to his best in like prime Messi and whatnot. But to say that he flopped, I mean, you have to have a really rigid and very closed and, yeah, quite weird definition I say of flop than necessarily. Yo, PSG's the most overhated club. I think, at least in Europe, I think that's the case. I 100% agree there. Like the amount, the way that PSG's Foden, nothing of it. You're a big fan. Keep up the work. Thank you very much. He's doing it at Inter Miami and Barca. Well, I mean, for Inter, yeah, I guess he won them the what is it, the new Leagues Cup over there in the new MLS format. But if you look at like at PSG, he didn't statistically individually he did decently, right? He wasn't piss poor. And perhaps you'd say not quite the Messi of old and whatnot, but still did manage to go get I think over 20 goals, I think nearly 20 assists and so on. That's the some of the best in Europe stuff. So yeah. I mean, the game so far, it's been not too much has happened. It's been fairly how would I say, closed off, stand-offish, I'd say. But Haaland was nearly in there. How did you feel when Messi and Neymar joined PSG? Well, obviously, when Neymar joined, it was a while back, so I was a lot younger, but obviously still like super ecstatic. But when Messi joined, PSG, it was like, honestly, it was like one of the happiest moments of my life. I have to say, honest, I have to be honest here. Like at that point, I just gotten my my A-level results back. I got into my firm university. It was a good day. I think it was August 10th, 2021. Everything was good. The reception, everything. So I mean, it was a great day, great moment. Unfortunate that things didn't pan out, but yeah. Good ball in. Are you gonna do a 40K subs video? Maybe probably not. Probably not. What are we? I'm not sure. What are we at even now? I think we're at 36.4. I think. I don't have my live subs on right now, but I'll do one like thanking people at 50 probably. I think 50K. We're not really on track now, not anymore. We sort of yeah, 36.5, yeah. Yeah, my peak, recently was back in like October, early October, early October, when I sort of quote unquote peaked. But since then, we've been growing slowly but steadily. I'd like to try to get to 50K by the end of the year, but looking at it objectively, probably not going to happen. But listen, a man can dream. A man can dream. All right, Liverpool opportunity here. Header. What a save! Woo! Well done. Good save. Good save. Núñez with the header. Oh, he doesn't get the cleanest connection on it. Yeah, it's a difficult header. It's a difficult header. You're the most underrated YouTuber. You should have 1 million subs. I think there's more underrated YouTubers than I am. It's good that. Oh, Núñez is through here. Surely. Oh my God, fraud. Like, you gotta get your shot off there, mate. Doesn't even get the opportunity to shoot. Bambi there. Bambi on ice. Probably offside anyways as well. Just has the ball under his feet. Yeah. Never got it out of his feet. But how do you feel how did you feel when they left, Messi and Neymar? Well, when Messi, I had that coming. So not much. But Yeah, when Messi left, I saw that coming, and I think that was probably, it was like a marriage that just didn't work, unfortunately. So, I mean, I was okay with it. But when Neymar left, no, that one hurt. That one hurt. I'm not gonna lie, that one hurt. Because the thing is, though, he'd been playing with preseason, he'd been doing well. There seemed to even be a little partnership with, Rock Lee, Kang and Lee. So I was hopeful. But then now you look back and I think about it, it's like perhaps it's also a good thing that it's better that he left now than that he'd overstayed his welcome. I mean, you look now, for example, a lot of people said that no, he got his surgery for PSG, that he'd be back, this, that, and the other. Even when he went to Al Hilal, he still got injured and whatnot. And then now, and obviously now out for what, 6 to 7 months or something, like, or 7 to 9 months or something. So in that span, it's wise business there from PSG. But yeah. Oh, whew, that was tight. Szoboszlai. Offside. Yikes. What's your opinion on people saying Messi rigged the World Cup, Ballon d'Or, FIFA Best Award, and Lorenz Award? Do you think it's because they're just sad seeing him winning everything? Well, I think a lot of that is probably just Ronaldo fan bias. I mean, I think if Ronaldo had won it, they'd be saying the same thing. But I mean, something I think you can understand how, like, maybe the Ballon d'Or, I can understand how you would say that, Haaland deserved it more and whatnot. But to say that he robbed it is like, okay, a player who would rob it is like, let me think, like if Alexis McAllister won it, all right, that would be a robbery. But like Messi, still the best player at the World Cup, probably joint top with Mbappe there. So had a pretty good, successful campaign, man of the match throughout every single stage of the group stages, which is of the knockout stages, which had never been done. But I mean, yeah. So I think, yeah, I think it to go and say he robbed is like, yeah, very much a stretch. Oh, okay, beautiful link. Oh, never mind. I was gonna go and say beautiful link up play there from Liverpool, but they lost the ball. Who's dominating the game? Bonjour, bonjour. Oui, baguette. I think City have had most of the possession. Probably have had the better opportunities, but Liverpool have also had their chances as well. So it's been, I say, overall fairly even. I think that's a fair assessment of the game. But yeah. Oh. What was that? Doku is just, he's a menace. Good cross there. Thoughts on Man City 2022-2023 versus Liverpool 2018-2019? Well, given that Man City 2022-2023 won a treble, I think that sort of puts a lid on it. Foul. Yeah. Please show us the match. If I want to get slapped with a DMCA, have everybody at the Premier League, you know, breathing down my necks, all their lawyers and whatnot, yeah, I'll show it. And get the YouTube channel potentially, like, deleted. No chance I can show it. Like, you got to think of it from this point of view, from like the Premier League. If I go and stream the game, why would you go and then pay for it on Sky or Now or DAZN or wherever you watch, or wherever you have to pay for the game? Yeah. Do I like Ajax? I mean, I don't have a. I guess I'm indifferent towards Ajax. I enjoy, you know, their football. Back in like 2019 and whatnot, but I'm not particularly partial to them in any way, shape, or form, really. Monaco was dog water. I thought Monaco played, well, decent. Like, they played okay. They, you know, showed some stuff. They pressed. Like, there were times during that game that PSG struggled, right? So, yeah. That's a great ball from Matip. Oh, just a bit short. All right, Doku, what can you do? Give me something. Doku. Shoot. Nah. Great defending. Great work back from Liverpool there. Doku again. His little shimmy with his hand as well. Made that his own. Predictions, final score, I think 2-2. 2-2 is what I said at the beginning of the game. I'll probably stick to that. I'm looking now. Finally, the predictions I think are leveling out. So I'm looking at 48% of you think City's going to win. 42% think Liverpool, and 10% think it's going to be a draw. It's closer. More so what I expected now. We're pretty YouTube heavy here. If anybody's on either Kick or Twitch, let me know. Let me know. Actually, I didn't even mention this, but yeah, I am multi-streaming, so I'm live on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you want to go over there, hop on over there, be my guest by all means. But yeah. Speaking of Twitch, I see now there's currently 3 viewers on Twitch and no one currently on Kick. But yeah. Foden. Took a deflection. Oh, okay, Ake. Look up. Haaland, 1-0. Golazo! Erling Haaland. 1-0 to City. Wait, did you see 50 already? Oh my goodness. Erling Haaland has 50 goals in 48 Premier League games. He's him. He is him. You look at you got Ake looking like a prime Messi. Haaland, bang. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. See you after. Great first touch. touch out of his feet finish. That is a striker's finish. Brilliant there from Haaland. No, game respects game. That's a fine finish that is. All right, game on. Barca or Real Madrid, which do you prefer? Or who, I mean, I don't support any team in particular, but you know, I guess I'm a Messi fan, more of a Messi fan. So I'll say back in my youth, back in my inexperienced days. Now that I've obviously matured, you know, it's different. But I'd probably lean more Barca. You notice how Haaland runs. As in, what about it? Like how it's his running mechanics, or like his running, like how he got the space, how he created the space. Oh, could Liverpool come right back? No. What a ball! Oh! He's offside anyways. Dang. Your prediction for the score? I said my final prediction was 2-2. So, I mean, I guess we're not, I guess sort of on track. I guess I need, you know, Liverpool to score again. But I don't think anybody's going to go and smash the other team. Doku again. Is Grealish on the attack? Grealish isn't starting. He's not starting. It's got Doku starting ahead of him. Oh, chat, I've got a question for you guys. I was having this discussion yesterday on the podcast. This is unpopular, but I think, I think that the Super League is not that bad. I think the Super League is not that bad of an idea. All right, I put some thought into it, and you know, I've analyzed it. You know, taken the back of it. You know, put it off. You can look at things, you know, objectively here. But I think that it's not that bad of an idea, right? If you think of what we have currently right now, we're not already far off from a Super League. You've got players complaining about fixture congestion and whatnot. So if you have a Super League where they only play once a week, you'll have, yes, fewer football games, but every football game will mean a lot more revenue. It's what the fans want and everything. So I think that's the Champions League. No, but I'm talking about like, so imagine, okay, so instead of having like right now, obviously you have a City, for example, they play in the Champions League, yes, but they still play in the Premier League. They still have their own league and whatnot, and they have the FA Cup and, you know, other competitions and whatnot. Instead of having that, I'd say just have the Champions League, but they only play in the Champions League, so they don't play in the Premier League. And the way, and then you also have a similar thing for like the Europa League. So instead of having a bunch of separate, hold on. I'll finish my thought. Liverpool have an opportunity here. Come on, Núñez, Salah. Come on, man. All right, it's not over yet. All right, never mind. Okay. So, what you'd have like the Premier League, the Champions League. And in this Champions League, you have all the big European teams all in that one league. They play like in a normal league format. They play, I don't know, home and away. And maybe if you want to really spice things up, add a third leg where they play in a neutral venue. Right? And then at the end of the season, the top teams or whatnot, you can make them do like, I don't know, a Final Four, do a playoff, however you want, or just regular, the best team wins the league, so on and so forth. And then the bottom 3 teams or whatnot, they get relegated. But then you also have a Europa League where you have the same thing, Conference League, and then lower and lower and so on and so forth. So basically, you get rid of domestic leagues completely. What do you guys think? I think it'd be not only good for football, well, it'd help football in terms of gain viewership and whatnot, but also I think it'd make the sport a bit more interesting as well. All right, hold on. Let's get some of these chats here. Oh, Sabal here. Nah, shoot yourself there. Anyways, hello. What do you think will happen in the PSG Newcastle game? Well, I think PSG have to win. PSG have to win solely on ego alone. All right, what happened? The massacre of Newcastle. Never again. Once, but not twice. Une fois, mais pas deux. All right, that's one. How much? I don't think Newcastle is going to be able to maintain that high octane football at the Parc des Princes. I think the Newcastle game, the first one for PSG, I think is just a mixture, combination of many different factors. And I don't think they'll be able to keep that and maintain that away from home for the sustained 90 minutes. So I think PSG will be able to show their quality then. What is your opinion? Do you think Man City should be relegated if some of the 115 charges are proven? Well, I think it depends on the charge, right? So, I mean, for example, the Everton stuff, I haven't really read into. I think it was some issues with, accounting and whatnot. But, if it's, let's say, just for the sake of it, obviously you're innocent until proven guilty. But let's say half of them stick, and they're like serious ones as well. Well, if you just get relegated, I don't know. I think you really have to start thinking of stripping them of titles and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see whenever they go and do the investigation. And once it's done, I think he's offside anyways there, Alvarez. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. It's like a it's like the Premier League, but instead of all those teams, you'd replace them with the best teams in Europe. Yeah, exactly. So they just constantly play against each other. So it basically, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it's gonna kill like the domestic league. So you'd have no more Premier League as you think of it with English teams only. You have no more Serie A, no more La Liga, no more League, all that. They'd all go away, and you just have this new European tiered system of leagues. What would happen to smaller teams if you started the Super League? Well, they just play in a lower league, really. They play in a lower league. And Mbappe gonna score a hat trick. Hopefully. I mean, he's in good form. He's in good form. Obviously, you know, 3 against Gibraltar. Didn't score against Greece. Got an assist though. Scored yesterday. Got an assist yesterday as well. So he's coming in. His last PSG game before that, he also scored a hat trick. So he's on good form. Bit flat from Liverpool now. In fact, I'd say the game's been pretty flat since they've City have scored. Personally, I hate the idea of the Super League. Utter hate, and that's why it failed at first. Well, as in, okay, my question for people like. And why I say, for example, like the Super League isn't that bad, is how is the Super League much different than, for example, the new format of the Champions League, right? As in, this new format of the Champions League, you'll have more games, which, I mean, for business and broadcasting rights is good, but for players and whatnot, and fans to a certain extent, that's more games you have to go to. You could also argue more games you have an opportunity to go to, which is fair. But more games, more fixture congestion, more chances for injury. So, like, and like it wouldn't be, the Super League has obviously had its change. It's not the Super League where you'd have like the closed league system and whatnot that you can't get in and whatnot. No, it'd be like you'd have promotion and relegation. So if you have that, and it's just that you just get rid of the domestic league, then how? Like I don't see what's so bad about that necessarily. Because then, if you think about if you have a Super League, not only would you'd have fewer games, so it's better for, you know, the players. But I also think to a certain degree, it'd probably be better for the fans as well. Like one of the common criticisms of, I guess, some football fans today or younger fans. He's got no one. Offside. Why are you taking so long to? Anywho, if you'd have less games, so therefore every game would mean more, and it'd mean that every single, like, if you think a lot of the teams, they play a lot, like football, especially like in the August and whatnot, is so high quality and whatnot, because the teams, they have one game a week basically, so they can focus, they can have one game on the Saturday, Sunday or whatnot, train the entire week, prepare for the next game, and so on and so forth. So you'd have more high quality games, fewer injuries. Because what happens, for example, today, when you have so many games, the only way that you can get around the injuries that you're inevitably gonna have over the season is basically to just have a super squad, right? Have a city squad, have depth everywhere to where you can like rotate, like your third center back is still a world-class center back and whatnot, and it's good for, you know, the cities and whatnot. However, the thing that's not so good about it is that it sort of hoards the talent again. So if you're playing like, I don't know, whatever it is, 60 or how many odd games that the cities, the Bayerns and the Real Madrids are a season and whatnot, you have to have such a deep squad, which means you have to go and take those players from the lower, the Dortmund, so on and so forth. So if you have a Super League though, hold on, City area will counter here. Let's see. Nah, nothing. No. Anyways, yeah. So if you have a Super League and which you're playing a lot fewer games, well, those teams, they won't necessarily need to have such big squads, which means the players, from the Dortmunds, the Benficas, the Ajaxes will be able to stay at their clubs and develop there and make those teams better. So I think overall it's probably a better thing for football, perhaps, if there is a Super League, and there's many benefits that can come from it. But yeah, all right. Let's see what you guys are thinking about this. More games equals. Anyways, more games equals tired players, lower quality. Thanks to being tired. Exactly. That's exactly what he said. All right, Núñez. Nothing. He's not going anywhere. Well defended. I think small teams would have the chance to play in European League. However, finishes top 2 in the league go into like a qualification format versus other smaller teams. I mean, yeah, I think you could have like playoff formats and whatnot. Like, I don't know, do like the bottom 4 teams in the Super League or the best league and whatnot play the best 4 teams in the Europa League, quote unquote, that you'd have, and you know, only like they'd play so like the how would you say, so the best of the worst of the like bottom 4 in the Super League or the Champions League format, this would play against the worst or the 4th team in the Europa League, and so on and so forth. You match it like that, and then if you win your game, you stay in the league or something like that. But whoo! What a save! What a save! Dangerous there from Foden. Great pass there from Ederson, though. But yeah. Let's say the Super League happens. What happens to the mid-table teams that make it? How are they going to survive against Man City, Liverpool, all amazing teams? It wouldn't be fun just for the... just help for them, as in, yeah, the thing. So the one thing you could I guess the one I have caveat of having the Super League would be, let's see what's, is that it would basically destroy domestic football and your lower league teams, like, I don't know, think of a Burnleys and whatnot. It'd be very difficult for them. They'd be playing maybe in like the 5th tier of like this new European tiered system and whatnot. But like, I don't know. It's to be a bit cynical, I guess. It's just gonna be like, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices, like, and to a certain, like, I remember when you know, the Super League happened and whatnot, and fans, you know, everywhere in the world, whew. Anyways, yeah, I remember how fans were, you know, saying this is not football. We don't like this. We don't like this. Get out of our clubs and whatnot. What I'd say though is if the Super League had gone through with it and you had a City, Real, United against Barca games like week in, week out, you're not boycotting those games. Like, be honest. You're paying that cable TV. You're paying for Sky, BT, wherever it'd be, and you're watching those games. You'd watch those games. You're not telling me, you can't seriously tell me that you're going to go and boycott those games. And so, like, to a certain degree, you don't really care about a Burnley, Southampton and whatnot. Like, what I'll say is that people, I'm sure back in the day, when the Champions League, for example, was initially proposed and whatnot and brought and everything, when the when the Champions League was its modern conception of it was brought back, I'm sure there's a lot of people that it's going to kill domestic football, this, that, and the other, and it hasn't completely, but its like significance and importance probably certainly has waned a bit. But I don't think people would want to go back to how it was before. So I think football has to change, has to evolve with the time. Junior, I've been watching you. I'm all the way from Canada. Let's go. Come on, man. A fellow Canadian. Let's go. Where are you from? Where are you from, AJ? Good to have a fellow Canadian there. Yeah. Would you rather have the power to see 10 minutes in the future or 150 million years in the future? well, probably 10 million. I mean, 10 minutes into the future. What would like seeing 150 million years in the future? I mean, maybe for your own curiosity, maybe, but I don't see what would it really do to what would it really do to like how would that be useful in your life to be able to see that far into the future? What are your thoughts on Galatasaray? Don't really have thoughts. I think they're, what they're doing in their group, Champions League group, is good. Hopefully they can make it through. Upset a bunch of United fans. Toronto, man. All right, got your Toronto. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm not particularly the fondest of Toronto, but it's Canadian. Canada is Canada. Junior, I'm in France right now, visiting my mom's side. Awesome. Junior, what's your real name? My real name is Junior. Since the day I was born. Calgary, nice. All right, Western Canada. I'm from Winnipeg. So, but nice to have a fellow Canadian here. Why the Spurs jersey? Because I'm a neutral in this game. I want them to draw, so they both draw points, and that Spurs win and go back top of the league. And obviously Arsenal lose, but that's a given. Bottle FC and whatnot. But yeah. Anyways, probably gonna have to take a bit of an intermission. Probably get something to eat. So I'll go and put you guys in the intermission screen. I'll be back in, we'll say, 10 minutes. So at 1:30. All right. See you guys. All right, we are back. Why I have this on? I'm so cold in my room. All right, but I've turned on the heating, so hopefully it'll be better. Quite a lot of discussion in the chat there. To watching the game live. See, do people still think 50%? So the percentages haven't really changed all that much. Do people still think that people still think that Liverpool or that City are going to win the game? Why do you support PSG in France? Because I was born just outside of Paris and I'm French by proxy. 2-1 PSG win. I mean, PSG, oh my goodness. City win. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I think Liverpool will get into the game. Good. I was going to say good ball, but I spoke too early. Do you hate Barcelona? No. PSG or France? Well, I mean, this comes out to the issue of club or country, which actually is something I've always actually wanted to ask people. So for me, it's always country, right? Like, to a certain extent, you can, change your club, this, that, and the other, but your country is like, that's where you're born, this, that, and the other. So I probably have to say France here. But obviously, this doesn't mean like I don't like PSG, but yeah, for me it's France. Foul there. Yeah, but I know that especially here in Britain, in the UK, if you ask a lot of people here, they'll tell you club. Like, a lot of people will tell you they'd rather have their team win the league or the Champions League than having their nation win the World Cup, which I don't understand. Okay, I can. That's sorry. I couldn't understand it. Like, if you're a Real Madrid supporter, no. Let's say you're a West Ham supporter, right? But then your country is, but you're, I don't know, Spanish or something, who've, had pretty decent success in the, last 15 years or so. Like, yeah, perhaps I can understand why you want your club to win it. So, like, even for me in, like, PSG in France, right? France have been pretty successful. Whereas PSG haven't won the Champions League, so I can understand from that point of view. Do you think PSG can win the Champions League and France win the Euros? Both together? I think that's unlikely. It's possible, and obviously what I want, but I'd say that now there's a higher chance that France win the Euros than PSG win the Champions League. I'll say that. But yeah. Do you think Aston Villa can finish top 4? No, I don't think so. I think they'll perhaps challenge for it, but I don't think they'll finish top 4. All right. Good ball in. Never mind. All right, better from Liverpool. It's better. Who do you think is the best player on Liverpool? Probably Salah, Mo Salah. Man United or City? I don't support any of the teams, so I don't really care. Do you think Nice could win league? Absolutely no chance. No chance. And Austrian, we're not great in soccer, but I think we're getting better. I remember 1-0 against the dark horse Denmark. We're getting better. Yeah, I mean, if I think of, see Doku. All right, take him on. You can take him on here, Doku. Gone. Finish. Oh, la. Julian Alvarez. Fluffed it. Should have scored there. You think Spurs can finish top 4? I think Spurs probably will finish top 4, yeah. I think they could probably finish top, given on like the last 2 results, it maybe not, but overall, then I think they have the possibility of probably finishing top 3. I think that because Arsenal have the Champions League as well, they might be a bit distracted. So we'll see. What are my thoughts on the A-League? So I'm assuming this is the Australian A-League, I think. I don't know enough about it to give you a good opinion on it. What's my favorite kit of all time? Favorite kit of all time? I don't know. I actually really don't know. Like, I like kits that have collars. So any kit already that has collars is already a massive plus for me. So like, even though I don't like Arsenal and whatnot, last year's kit was nice. All right, same thing with United's kit last year. I think the kits with collars are quite nice. So like, I remember PSG had a kit like that. Their 2019-20 kit, the white one with like the stripe there, that was really nice. But favorite kit of all time, I don't know. I'd have to like look at a list of some of the best kits of all time and probably rank them based on that. Off the top of my head, I can't really say. Who win the Prem this year? I think City's gonna win it. I think City have too much quality to not win it. Oof. Haaland. Gonzalo Ramos or Colo, who would start? Actually, like, I kind of almost prefer Cole coming off the bench, because you bring him on, tired legs, give you energy, give you pace in behind. Whereas Ramos is more of a hold up, link up type player. So, yeah, I'd probably say for now at least, start Ramos and then bring Colo off the bench. But things can change. Or in fact, I'd probably say PSG probably look best when they play with a false nine. So Asensio, or the one game when Kanye Lee was there. So yeah. Do you think Lyon will get relegated? I spoke with Mo from PSG Int yesterday, and I said I don't think they will get relegated. I think they'll have to figure. I don't want to say, but they're almost too big to fail. Like, if they go down, that is a travesty. Like, I think on French football, PSG and Lyon aren't massive historic rivals. I guess they're more sort of rivals because they're big teams, but it's sort of like I guess if you want Man City, in that they're rivals because of, success that they've had, but they're not historically massively rival clubs and whatnot. So, yeah, but given that, I'd say that, yeah, I don't want them to go down. I don't think it'd be good for French football overall as a whole. You've already got a bunch of historically big French teams already down. You've got Bordeaux are down, Saint-Etienne are down. So to have another massive club in Lyon go down, I don't think it's good for French football. So I do want them to stay. Do you think Mo Salah is better than Dembele? Yeah, I'd say so. Do you think Liverpool are going to come back? They say 2-2, so I think they'll score eventually, and I think they have been putting more pressure. There you go. I say that, and they put a bad ball, and now City have a chance to counter. Well done there, Doku. Can Girona pull the miracle and win La Liga? I don't think so. I think they'll regress to the mean. Like, I think I was reading, it was I think it must have been the Gab and Jules podcast, where they said, like, they look at, like, the stats, they're outperforming their XG, outperforming all these key metrics. So eventually they will regress back. Foden, good block. Offside. But yeah, I think eventually they'll regress back to the mean. So I don't think they'll be able to go and complete the shock the footballing world, and get a shock the footballing world and go on a miracle run like that. But hey, never say never. Never say never. Congrats on the 5-2 win. I mean, I didn't play, but yeah, thank you. France didn't deserve to win against England back in the World Cup. The ref was so bad. We should have got 3 pens, maybe a fourth, 3-4. Where are these pens coming from? Like, I'm thinking back to the game. You guys had 2 pens, which I agree, were both pens. 4. You had obviously the Saka one, which you guys got a pen for, and you guys got the who is it again? Mason Mount one. There was one, people say a Harry Kane one in the first half, that was not a penalty. No chance, no way was that a penalty. The contact was outside of the box. So that's not a penalty. So I don't know where you guys are getting 3-4 from. And not only that, like, you guys had your 2 penalties that you guys couldn't converted. You guys didn't take them. Like, France scored both their goals from open play. I would agree, though. I think England played better in the game, and they probably deserved to win. But, football, the team that wins isn't the team that deserves to win. It's the team that does win that scores the most goals. So it's like football's cruel in that way. For love your content, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, you got bodied there. Who do you think will win the 2024 Prem? I said I think City's going to win it. I think it's going to be hard pressed. I think you'd be hard pressed to go against City. I think once they get the gears. Oh, dangerous cross that was. That could have gone anywhere. Oh, this is a good question. Footy fan. Salah, Henry, or CR7? Who was the best winger in the Premier League? I think I saw this a clip from the Give and Go podcast. This was from like a while ago, from like 2 years ago, and he said that, like, he showed a stat and looked at Ronaldo's most productive years for Man United, or no, his 2008 season when he won the Ballon d'Or and everything. Those his 3 best years, and compared it to Salah's like 3 like mediocre years, and Salah had like his stats were similar, if not better, or just as similar. And this is like his 3 worst seasons. And so his conclusion was that in the Premier League alone, Salah was a better winger than Ronaldo. And it's like for like. They were both wingers, both for great teams and whatnot. And you know what? I was convinced by his argument. So I'd say, for me, at least Salah, I think Salah's at least ahead of Ronaldo. Now, between Henry and Salah, I have to say, unfortunately, Thierry Henry, even though he's French, right, and whatnot, TT was before my time. So I can't really comment on that. So toss up between the two, I don't know. CR7, R9, CR7. Ronaldo. Who's the real Ronaldo? I mean, both of them are named Ronaldo, so none of them is fake necessarily. But usually to distinguish between the two, you call, when you say Ronaldo, and talking to of them specifically, when you say Ronaldo, you mean Ronaldo R9, Ronaldo Nazario, El Fenomeno. And then CR7, you say Cristiano. So, yeah. I remember there was like this one clip or whatnot when it was on CBS, or Have a Shot, when Henry said this basically, and like, well, a lot of Ronaldo fans got salty. Edits were made of how like he bossed him, how he's receiving the Ballon d'Or, this, that, and the other. Like, mate, it wasn't that deep. Who do you want to win, City or Liverpool? Neither. I want them to draw. It'd be best for Spurs. So I think my 2-2 prediction is not looking so hot now. But, you know, I'll take 1-1. All right, get Liverpool to, you know, get an equalizer, a smash and grab equalizer, and I'll be happy. Do you think Milan are going to progress in the Champions League? I really don't know. I mean, the thing is, though, with the PSGs and Milans and Dortmund and Newcastle, it's wide open, right? So really anything can happen. So every team can still progress. Every team can still go down. If the thing is, though, if they lose to Dortmund, it's over. So we'll see. We shall have to wait and see. Oh, that's a dangerous cross, that is. Nah, nothing there, man. Hit the gym. Rodri. Handball. I think there's a handball there. That looked devious. It looked devious. It looked devious. It looked suspicious. I must say, it looked suspicious. We'll have a look. Let's see. Nah, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. That's not a handball. Nothing there. Nothing there. No way that's a handball. No, it's not a handball. Not a handball. Not a handball. No chance. He's turning away from the body. His hand is near his body. There's no way that's a handball. Do you have any mods? I need to think of it. I need to go and look into getting mods. So yeah, I probably should add that as a reminder, in fact, to go into to add mods. So I guess thanks for the reminder. That's a handball. It wasn't natural. How? He's jumping. His hand is towards his body. Like, nah, I don't think it's a handball. Bro, is 𝘗𝘧𝘦𝘴𝘦 underrated? I think 𝘗𝘧𝘦𝘴𝘦 is so underrated. I think underrated, underappreciated, undervalued, everything. Both, I think, not only at PSG, but also for Real Madrid. The way that, like, he went off the back of getting, back-to-back Champions League titles. Right? Then you have Courtois who comes in and just immediately goes and starts ahead of him. And it's not like he was, old then either. I mean, yeah, I think it's really undervalued. So I have massive respect for 𝘗𝘧𝘦𝘴𝘦. I need to draw. So do I. That's why I want to draw. I need Liverpool to score here. Bayern or Arsenal? No team in particular, really. Oh! No. Is it going to count? Oh, it counts. No, it's not going to count. It's not, okay. No, it's not going to count. All right. Let's see. Nah, I don't know. I think he's prevent. No, I don't think that should stand. There's a right arm. I don't think that should stand. Nah, I don't think it should stand. That should be turned off. That should be overruled. I think that should be overruled. No chance. I don't think it should stand. That's a foul for me. What do you guys think? If anybody's watching the game, is it a foul? Yeah, I think they said it's a foul. I think that's the right call. That's the right call. That's the right call. Who's going to win the Champions League? As I said before, and I continue to say it, I think it's between City, Real, and Bayern. One of those three is going to win it, I think. Who wins Serie A? I've not been paying attention to Serie A. I think Inter are first, if I recall correctly. I think they have a potential to do so, to win it. So I'd probably say them. I'm watching the match live. Another loss of possession. Foul. Yeah, it's not counting, no. Alan Shearer is overrated because of his Premier League record. Thoughts? I mean, Alan Shearer, again, is before my time, so I never really got to see him play much. But he did score a lot of goals. Was an expert at what he did. Like, if based on the little I've seen from him, I don't think he's as complete of a player as like a Harry Kane or anything. But listen, he's a striker. His job was to score goals, and he did that very well. So I mean, you can't. I don't think I'm. Like I don't can't. It's hard to criticize him for what he did. I'm still mad about the handball. I don't think that's a handball. Like, oh, free header. Oh my goodness. Rodri, expect better, mate. Expect better. Is he onside? He's offside anyways. He's offside. Well held line there. What about PSG winning the Champions League? I mean, if PSG wins it, it wouldn't be like a surprise necessarily, but I don't think PSG are favorites to win it. Like, as a PSG fan, I'll take us going to, first and foremost, like if we lose out to like a City in a quarterfinal, I'm okay with that, right? But none of this nonsense where we get bounced in the round of 16. Oh! Whew, what a save. I don't think that's going in anyways, but good save that is. It's a good save. How long until the match is over? We're in the 72nd minute. So we've got what? 18 minutes? Until regulation ends, and then whatever added time is added on. Are you French or Canadian? I'm both. Born in France and raised in Canada. Ugh, poor Cross. Who's the best club right now in the world? Between, I'd say, City and Bayern, probably. Who's the most overrated player? I don't know. I think that's, if you're, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's difficult to say who's the most overrated player. Grizzly deserved the Ballon d'Or in 2018. I agree. I mean, I think Ronaldo probably deserved maybe a bit more so, but even Greasy, I think that Modric getting it, I think, was kind of a robbery. Not gonna lie, like, yes, he did win the Champions League and make it to a World Cup final, but Griezmann won the Europa League, was integral in winning the World Cup for France, and Ronaldo, like, had one of his most productive seasons last season at Real Madrid. Played a much greater part to their success than Modric did. No disrespect to Modric or anything, but yeah. Who am I cheering for? No team in particular, really. I want them to draw so that, they drop points and Spurs can go on, get the win. Happy days, hunky dory, go back to being top of the Prem. What happened to all the Bellingham hype in the last month? This goal, he has 1 goal. Well, I think he's also been injured, so there's that too. No, like Man City or Liverpool. As I said, I'm not cheering for either team because I want them to draw. So I guess, okay, maybe now if you want, I'm cheering for Liverpool because I want them to equalize. But I don't want any team to win. First card of the game. Dang, it's been a fairly clean game. Not much has happened, really. I do think Hazard is overrated, but to say he's the most overrated player of all time, I don't know. I'm a big fan of your channel. Thank you very much. Arsenal will go top of the table as they will win against Brentford. Well, first of all, they have to win against Brentford, and well, currently, no, City would still remain top. Who do you think will win the next Ballon d'Or? I think it's way too early to tell that now, but if France win the Euros, I think it's gonna be very, very, very difficult for Mbappe not to win it. But yeah. Pedri is better than Bruno. I mean, I don't think it's. I mean, you can entertain it. That's not that hard of a take, I don't think. I have to think about it more before coming to a definitive conclusion. But just on initial viewing of it, I don't think it's a wild take. Oh my god, that is some theatrics there from Foden. The Euro qualifiers are getting a lot of hate after that 14-0 win. Meanwhile, they can't accept the fact that France and Gibraltar are unmatched. I mean, yeah, people will say, like, you look at, for example, the French-Gibraltar game, they'll say that, like, I don't know, in that game, that's a game that means nothing for France, means nothing for Gibraltar. Gibraltar are not going to qualify. France aren't going to qualify, are not going to do anything, bar, you know, maybe inflating the stats for, you know, FIFA rankings and whatnot, which are still finishing in the top pot, so doesn't have much of a say there. What else? Like, how do I put it? Like, you take all those things into consideration. Hold on. You take all that. Should they change it again? Like, do we really need to be seeing France smack Gibraltar? And then also, not only that, it's also an injury concern. How many big players got injured over the window? Haaland was obviously playing now, but he had a little, you know, niggle. Oh, counter here from Liverpool. Ah. But yeah, you've got Zaire got injured, Gavi got injured, who else? I know there's so many other players I got injured. I can't think of any players off the top of my head, but like, is this international window really necessary? Doku has a chance here. Oh, Doku! Whoa, what a save! Whew. I mean, big chances going here for City. The others was Walker. Come on, what can you do? Give him something. All right, not the Golasso, let's go! Yes! Come on, Trent! Shh, shh, shh. That's cold. That's a cold celebration. Let's go! Vamos! Come on, Liverpool! Come on! let's go. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the finish. Let's go, man. Yes! Get in! Brilliant finish. Diaz plays it to nice ball in. Touch, finish. Brilliant. Let's go. All square. Brilliant. Exactly what we need. Trent Alexander-Arnold. It was I would say it's against the run of play. That's good. Let's go. Come on, man. I'm crying. Oh, what a goal. Que golazo, vamos. Ah, man, hey. It's a tough one. Cold celebration. Shush the crowd. Shush the Etihad. He shushed the Etihad. You got Pep, hand on head. Doesn't know what to say. This is great. Come on, you Spurs. This is a great result for Spurs. All right, now I said 2-2. Screw that. I don't need 2-2 now. Just keep the result as it is, and we're happy. Come on. Give me that. Oh, foul. All right, this is a striking position here. I mean, do City have, renowned free kick takers? Obviously, 𝘚𝘗𝘚 and whatnot. I don't think so. Oh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Come on. Come on. Well done. I did this job. Let's go. Clear lines. Well done. Doku. Awake, well cleared. Springham. Who's that other Liverpool player? You've got Harvey Elliott. Who's the other one? Does anybody know his name? Who's the other player? Does anybody know? Jones. No, it's not Jones. Number 3. Number 3 for Liverpool. I haven't seen his name yet. At first I thought it was Endo. Oh. Where did he play before? Endo. Where was he at before? He's Japanese. Yeah, I mean, I assumed that. Initially, I looked at him. I thought he looked a little too familiar to Firmino. I'm like, no, Firmino, he left Liverpool. So, Where was he at before? Japan, I think. I mean, so he wasn't in Europe before this. He's at Stuttgart. Fair enough. Pen. Okay, bro, you guys are ahead of me. Dang it. Oh, is this the foul? You guys, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. Come on, chat. You guys, be honest here. Like, there's this. Oh yeah, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That's a foul. No. Dangerous free kick. I don't think much is gonna come of it. Corner. Got what? 4 minutes of the game left. No. He got pushed in there. The same thing that happened with the other goal. There's a free kick all the time, mate. Akanji again. Like, he got pushed in. It's crossed the line. He got pushed into the goal. Like, come on now. I don't know why the City fans are booing here, but what's happened here? Why is he bringing the play back? Oh, it's head injury. My bad. Never mind. Head injury. I mean, yeah, it's a foul, not much more. I hate VAR. Why does VAR get so much hate? Like, do you guys want to go back to pre-VAR and some of the dubious stuff that was happening then? Like, first thing that pops to my mind is the fraud that was Real Madrid's 2016 Champions League and that Bayern tie. Like, do you guys want to go back to stuff like that? At least when you have VAR, you know, most of the time it makes the correct decision. I'd much rather have that than getting, like, actually being robbed. I saw somebody here mention the hold on, where is it? Come on, I don't want to lose it. Where they mentioned the Liverpool Spurs game. Where is it? I can't see. Oh, there you go. Liverpool versus Spurs. Remember? Well, okay. In that Spurs, how often would, if that was non-VAR, VAR's not picking it up like before then, they wouldn't have picked it up either. So I'm not saying that VAR's like makes the correct decision 100% of the time, all the time, but it gets rid of a lot of like error. So like if this was pre-VAR, we're not even looking at that. Like, I'm not saying VAR is perfect, and I think it can be implemented better and be made quicker. And something like, for example, I think that's a Premier League thing. Why doesn't the Premier League have semi-automatic offside? All the other leagues have it. It was at the World Cup, so it's not like brand spanking new, but they decide not to have it. Why doesn't the best league in the world not want to have the best technology in the world? So, yeah. 8 minutes of at a time. What made you start YouTube? I mean, I've always enjoyed YouTube. Always enjoyed watching it, and so the natural progression of it was to make it. Although this isn't my first YouTube channel. This is my first rodeo, as we'd say back in North America. I do have a channel back when I was like younger. It's out there. The videos are still public. I'm not gonna say it. If you find it, you find it. All right. So if you want to take that as a challenge, be my guest. But yeah. Salah or Haaland? Well, now recently, I probably have to go and say probably have to say Haaland. Classic VAR giving added time. VAR's not they're not the ones that give the added time. There's a fourth official, and so that brings me back. Chat, what do you guys think of having? I think that in football they should introduce a clock that winds down. So instead of going up to 90 minutes and having added time and this, that, and the other, you have a clock 60 minutes or 2 30-minute halves, but every time there's a stoppage, you pause the clock so that you actually play there's 30 minutes of football being played. What do you guys think? Like, I know it's American and whatnot, but I think it would get rid of any ambiguity we have around how much time is added on. There won't be any debates in that. It'll be consistent, be fair, because some games, if there's a lot of stoppages, you go and foul. There's a lot of stoppages. Some games play more than 60 minutes. Some play far less than 60 minutes. So if you go and you have 2 30-minute halves, 60, I think it makes the game a lot more fair. PSG or Spurs? PSG is my number one. PSG is my number one. So if you guys have seen my my video talking about if you can support multiple teams, I said PSG is in my heart of hearts, deep down, it's my number one. All right, but then Spurs is my adoptive team. Because I got to be a part of this this British banter. Junior year, San Marino or a Faroe Islands fan. I mean, both are pretty small nations. Don't really have any affinity to either of them. Maybe the Faroe Islands because San Marino is, I guess, Italian, and France and Italy aren't on the nicest of terms. So maybe that, but I guess that's as shallow as that's how shallow I'm gonna have to keep it. A little banter there between Trent and Haaland. Van Dijk or Diaz? I think Diaz. I think to a certain degree, Van Dijk is a bit overrated. I think Van Dijk's a bit overrated. Oh! Away. Bernardo Silva. Nothing. Oh, wait. Get that nonsense out of here. All right. City are pushing here. Oh, not the best of balls there. Dommage, dommage. Trent, man of the match. Player of the match, ranked first in all goals, 9 possession won, 4 crosses. That's fair. Can you speak French fluently? I can, yes. Although my French proficiency isn't what it used to be. I'll say that. Who's my man of the match? I'll probably say Trent as well now. I've been convinced by what Gary Neville had to say on the matter. You know, scored a goal from right back, put in some pretty dangerous crosses, had some pretty vital interventions. I think that's fair. I'm subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, nearly there from... That's twice now that he's given the ball away. Alisson has to go down. So close. Oh! That was too close for comfort. That was too close for comfort. All right, that should be game. That should be game. That's a header, that is. How old am I? I am 20 years young. All right, this should be game. Maybe one last opportunity here. I don't even want Liverpool to score here. Just you know, blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. No, nothing. That's game. That's game. That is time. 1-1. Nothing between them. All right. I didn't get the exact score line, but I got the correct result. All right. I said draw before the game. You can draw. You can go back. I said 2-2. Didn't quite get that right, but 1-1 nonetheless. They share the spoils. Good. Oh. I said it'd be a draw. Fair enough. I mean, let's see what percentage of people said draw. It was only 10%. Now it's increasing. Probably people are changing their answers. But yeah, it was 15. It was 10%, even as low as 8% at one point. But yeah. Very well, very well. What time is it in Canada? Depends where in Canada you're talking about. Canada's a very big country. So on the West Coast in Vancouver, it is like 6. In Calgary, so Mountain Time, it's 7. In Central Time, so Winnipeg, it's 8. In Toronto, it's 9. So yeah. What is your dream collab? Oh, that is a great question. Obviously, I know I'd like to get on, you know, something like the Gavin Jules podcast or whatnot, but something that's probably more realistic, the Give and Go podcast. Fellas, listen, guys, I don't ask for this often, but if you guys at the Give and Go, I'd love to get on the podcast with Soltero, 𝘚𝙆𝙆𝘆𝘆𝑒𝙆, and Reynoso. It'd be an honor to go and meet and speak with the boys. The Give and Go podcast. It's like, if you guys, even I just recommend you guys go watch them. I love their football videos. They're very, very, very good. So yeah, if you guys want, you know, do your thing, go at them. You know, I won't mind. I won't mind. All right, well, that was game. Good game. Pelé or Messi? Messi. What team do you support? Spurs and PSG. PSG's my number 1, and Spurs are my adoptive Prem team, is the way I like to say. Do you have a second job other than YouTube? I don't have, well, I guess I'm a student. I'm a uni student, so if you want to classify that as a job. I think Australia is the most underrated soccer team in the world. I don't know. All right. Is anybody else going to be watching the other games? So who else is playing? Arsenal's playing later on. Are there any other big games in Europe today, though? Can't think of any. Do I feel bad for Neymar? I do. I do feel bad for him. But also, it's also in some respects a bit difficult, given like his lifestyle, partying all the time and whatnot. Like, it's hard. US, Mexico, and Canada are way overrated. Do you agree? Overrated by who? I don't think they're over. I think you can argue maybe the US are overrated, but I don't think Mexico and Canada are overrated by any means. Like, I think at the World Cup, people probably underrated Canada a bit, but I think now, you're probably fairly rated. Please do a vlog when you go watch a football game. I mentioned this early on in the stream. I'm not sure if you were there. But I went to the PSG Dortmund game at the beginning of match day 1 in the Champions League, and I recorded it. The other thing is, though, number one, it was a while back now. So if I upload something like that, I'm not sure if I don't think it'd do well. But yeah, I've got the footage and everything. It just needs to be edited. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I'm so tired. I slept so late today. I'm gonna have to do some editing today, and then probably do some university work as well. How'd you start liking football? I think I just started playing it. And Dad got me into it. Started playing whilst I was young, and then obviously you play, and then bit by bit you start watching, and then then you start going buying jerseys, and then you're a fan. You convert, you get sucked into it. But yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna probably close the stream off soon. But yeah, good result. How do you guys feel about the result? Do you think it's a fair one? Do you guys think it's unfair? Do you guys think City should have won? Do you think it's a bit fortunate for Liverpool? What do you guys think? Fair? So you guys think it's a fair result? Hazard or Mo Salah? I think Mo Salah. Fair result. You guys think it's a fair result? Running 5 Spurs players. I mean, if you're going to try to test me saying that I'm not a Spurs fan, all right, I'll go. You got Vicario. You've got what am I saying? Edermilitao. Kulusevski, Son, Madison, Sarr, Bissouma, Dyer. There you go. That's 5. Love from an Egyptian. Thank you. Right. Alright, I think I'm probably gonna have to go and call the stream off. I'll maybe take one other question. Unpopular opinion: David Silva is better than Iniesta. Trust me, this is gonna be viral. I'll just read this. David Silva better than Iniesta. I mean, was David Silva ever one of the top 5 players in the world for like an entire season? I don't think so. So yeah, no. So yeah, I have to say no. All right, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I'm streaming again on Tuesday for the massive, humongous Champions League tie between PSG and Newcastle. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on stream. As I said before, I am sort of looking for an editor to help, well, for example, edit like something like this like highlights and stuff for this. So if you are an editor, you know an editor, let them know. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys soon. Remember, stay safe, stay kind, stay blessed. Godspeed.